Oh, okay, this is about Man of Steel, because a lot of things irritated me about people when Man of Steel came out. I've never seen so many people so critical of such a good movie. That movie was slammed so hard, right? And it was a good movie. And the reason I could say it was slammed so hard was because look how many people said that Iron Man 3 was good, and that movie was terrible. And I'm not saying it's terrible just because of the Mandarin thing, though yes, that was a big part of it. The action sucked. The Man of Steel gave you action, it gave you story, it gave you drama, it gave you character development, it gave you good graphics, and it showed us the side of Superman that we've never seen before, and it gave us probably some of the best comic book action I've ever seen in a movie. And people were complaining, well, he destroyed the whole shit. Oh my God, are you watching the movie? He's in a fight. And that's the dumbest reason not to like a movie. I love seeing that. I want him to smash every building. The more action, the more better. And Henry Cavill was perfect as Superman. He's a good actor and he looks like Superman. And he's relatively cheap for them, so you won't have him coming in making a bunch of salary demands and taking away money from the graphics. And I didn't have a problem with Perry White being black, because nobody cares about Perry White anyway. Nobody gives a crap about Perry White. Just like I didn't care about them having Jimmy Olsen as a girl. Nobody cares about Jimmy. So it's kind of like, you know, Idris Elba playing Heimdall. Nobody cares about Heimdall. You can make him black. He's not important. So now you made a character that wasn't important anyway. You made him interesting, not because you turned him black, but because you put a good actor in that role. So that's how I feel about Lawrence Fishburne playing Perry White. I would not have cared about Perry White unless they had put a good actor in there. And they did. Because, hey, do you remember the last Perry White? I didn't think so. Because did you remember the last Jimmy Olsen? Barely. Jimmy Olsen is an annoying character that nobody cares about. Not even people who read comics care about him. So, Man of Steel, to me, was a masterpiece. And I thought, yes, I've thought about every level of the movie, not just, wow, I had a great time. Just the character development and a lot of the issues that it tackled with Superman that we've never seen before, like the part about him really being an alien and them going to Krypton and actually showing the story. I cared more about Krypton than I ever have when I watched this movie. About Kal-El, I mean his father and stuff. I never cared about that crap. But they made the movie so good and so compelling. I didn't mind that the first bit of the movie we were in on Krypton, because it was just that good. And so a lot of people hate on the movie because, they tried to make it like a Chris Nolan movie. You mean good? I mean, because to me it was just a realistic Superman that, you know, is for this time era, not for the. You can't make a 70s Superman now. It wouldn't fit right. They tried that. Remember, it was called Superman Returns, and it sucked. You know, you can't make a Batman and Robin again. You barely make. They learned that last time they tried it. You know why? Because we're not for that campy crap anymore. Because that time era has moved on. That worked back in Adam West days, but not now. So I thought the Superman was perfectly handled. And a lot of people have a problem with him snapping his neck. I didn't. And I know more about Superman than most people do. The idea of the scene was that he wasn't supposed to have any choice. Either he snapped his neck or or he would have killed the family. And the people who made the movie knew what they were doing because that was the climax of the movie. They knew it was going to have a shock factor. It was intended to have a shock factor. That's why the music stopped as soon as he snapped his neck and everybody was quiet. I love that scene. Because that scene really, it shocked me like, oh snap, pun intended. I was like, oh snap, this Superman ain't playing. I liked how realistic and how serious they put Superman in serious positions because he's a character who's so powerful. You have to find ways to put him in dilemmas, and they did that very well, better than I thought they would have. He was getting his butt whipped, you know, and I like how they showed the conflict in his heart when he snapped his neck. That was like, the whole audience was quiet, and that is the reaction they were going for. You're gonna, you know, they want to move you, they want you to feel something in it, and hey, people did. Some people hated it, but the Superman that they want, if they made it, they wouldn't make any money because they already tried that. And you have to remind yourself too, you have to make a Superman that can live in the same world as Batman. You can't have that Christopher Reeve Superman and today's Nolanized Batman, because that's the Batman. Hey, the Nolan Batman is basically what Batman is actually like. People think that Christopher Nolan took his take on Batman. It really was just how Batman really is in the comic books. We just never seen him on screen. So that's one thing people got to realize. So Man of Steel, to me, I love that movie. Love it. I cannot wait for Batman vs. Superman. Jesse Eisenberg sucks as the casting. Yes, Gal Gadot. I would not have chosen her. It's done now. Can't do nothing about it. I hope it's good. But that's my little piece on it.